we're talking about that today because we want seniors to express themselves. Yeah. So we want us to express ourselves, how you feel, you know, what are the valuable assets of seniors? What are seniors looking for right now? What are the changes? What do we accept and what we don't? And also what it means to be a senior. It means that you've done your job, working hard, paying taxes, and acquiring a pension or some money, so that we can enjoy. Good morning, Minister Merle. Here you are having your jolly ride. You like the child at the circus. Minister Merle is jolly driving, you know what I mean to say? She's enjoying her senior years. She's heading on the go bus, heading out of town, okay? And we are having a good chat. So, Ms. Merle, we're just talking about seniors. Today is Seniors Day, in Canada where we are, we have a Seniors Day to shop, Seniors Day in different places. They offer seniors discounts and such as this. But I want to talk about the most important part of being a senior. The things that we want our families to understand. We want you to understand one thing. We are SENIORS, seniors, ELDERS, elders, okay? Behind this back and this shoulder and this brain and this body is a lot of experiences that we pass on. Some are good, some are not so good, but you have to mix them together so that you could get the best out of it all, okay? So today, this senior and elder, okay, is voicing her opinions. And for those who don't have an opinion, and some seniors don't get an opinion at all. It depends on whether you have family or you don't have family. So let's get with all of these things because it has to come out of there, We have to bring it to the forefront so that our beloved children, nephews, nieces, whoever love us and care about us must understand there's two things about caring. When we care, we share. When we share, we give back. When we give back, look at this. The faces are all, let me get young again. Look at that boy. Smiles all again. Wow. Look at me. I need a facelift. No, I don't. God has given me all my stripes. You understand? So I'm not just a star. I just didn't arrive on the scene. I've got my stripes coming up, stripes coming down. See them? The general stripes hanging down. Think about it. So it's well earned. And we have a program on Gem FM, and you're watching Gem FM, by the way. And on Gem FM, we have a program called Intimacy in Marriage. Okay, we have all kinds of things from political right back down to the nitty gritty. So we seniors have done it all. We grew up.
Stop.
We know.
Highway 407.
As long as she's not getting off now. So the bus is going along. That's good. It's wonderful to be able to do. God, we thank you for the internet. We thank you for social media. And we also thank you for the fact that we are able to stay in one place and meet somebody else in the other place and have that conversation with them. But back to seniors. So we're not stingy people. Most of us. Well, some of us. I don't know. But I think I'll have to find those stats and see where seniors are. We give and we give and we give and we give some more. And sometimes in giving, we overgive.
and stay off bus
And
stop.
then we all, we you know, people have expectations of us. Now, I have family who has nephews who has called me long distance to tell me, oh, auntie, drop some money by here, send some money on my Cash App, send some money on my this, email me a transfer, all kinds of nonsense. You know what it is? When I was their age, I was working. I was working. I was earning my living. I was meeting my management of my money, month to month. My credit was A1. Okay, I had a triple A credit. No, 6-star credit. 6. Okay, so that means there's anything under the sun I could get. But when we abuse our seniors, mamas, mommy, mom, whatever you may call me, or she, some of them, we get obnoxious, we get old and we feel that we're bigger than bigger. So we call them she and her. And sometimes they use the F words at you and other words too. So to those who are listening and those who aren't listening, when you treat your mother right, your life will be right. Because he who brought you into the womb of every mother looks after you, takes record of you. So be kind to your mother, irregardless of who she is, what she's done. She's your mother. You didn't choose her, God chose her for you, for purpose. And when the things that are in your DNA comes out, and you have that mother to deal with, it's not easy because most of us don't like it. You see, before we get involved with people, we have to know their background, the full background. Who was this, who was that, who wasn't this, and who is that? I saw a mother some time ago and her hair all over the place. I'm sure she is in some sort of madness. And most of the children nowadays, they want their mothers to go mad or their fathers to go mad so that they can be entitled to what? What God gave them? Think about it. When last you buy a bunch of flowers and give your mother? Or a pack of if your father smokes or a drink of whatever, when last? But you're entitled. They always, they want, they in the spirit of want. Remember, we sent you all to school. We made sure you had your lunches and your snacks and your money if you had to have it. But you know what it is? It's like a vicious cycle. They keep coming back and coming back and coming back. And you remember when the wheel was running like this? Now the money is not the same amount. So the money is going like this now. It's slower now. They still come back. So today, seniors need understanding. They need love. They need care. They need total respect, irregardless of how you feel inside of you or outside of you or among you, wherever you all may be. Seniors need peace. They don't need to jump into every washang or whatever it is. The dishwasher is spinning, I'm not interested. Let it spin. It has its time, it will stop. So let us be careful, because we too, who are seniors, know for a fact that our children are going to become seniors too. And as you know, they say, let me look at my journal, as the pages turn, we don't know what's down the road and these two empty pages for any of us. Okay? We don't know this afternoon. We don't know the next hour. We don't know tomorrow. We live from day to day. And that's my spiel. I've given you an overview. Treat them with respect and right. There's lots more, but I'll leave the next bundle for another time. How the grandchildren must treat their grandmothers. How the nephews and the cousins and the ones must treat the person they're calling, called a senior or an elder. Okay? So, with that, I will ask Minister Mo if she wants to give her little thoughts as she's driving along. Any seniors on the bus?
I almost think
Mm-hmm.
that, as I always said, our children,
Mm-hmm.
God choose the parents for them.
Of course. He said it in his word.
Bringing our children up in all the love and caring.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing, well, as a mother, there was nothing that my children needed that I did not choose
Mm-hmm.
to find a way for them to have it.
That's right. That's what parents do.
One of the most important things that we did was to go to church together
Mm-hmm.
every Sunday.
What the word
And
said.
we always have to pray. We prayed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up, I noticed it took my daughter exactly 40 years to come back to Christ.
Mm.
But my son has his children, like he got saved way back in university. I think he was in New York. I think he was, when he was doing his internship, he got saved. So his children have been in
Mm-hmm.
church with him, pray every night, do those kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see the respect. Children swearing in front of their parents. I'm not used to hearing it.
No, not well.
Children treating people with no respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sad thing. But I think one of the things that I notice with my two children and how they want to treat me
Mm-hmm.
is as though I have lost all capabilities.
Yeah, they think you're disabled.
They seem to feel that
They
I
don't
cannot
realize.
do things. I cannot plan my own life.
Well, you know, they think we are like computers. We become dated. No, we go with God.
They plan for you. They want to choose
Yes.
things for you. You know, I'm driving today and I said, wow, Merle, you have so much wisdom, so much knowledge, so much understanding that God has imparted to you. And I said to myself, wow, I think I better go back to university.
Of course, it's never
I
too
sat
late.
this morning thinking,
It's never too late in God's sight.
I need to go
Never.
back. You know, with this kind of knowledge I have,
Mm-hmm.
I should really have my PhD.
Exactly.
So I actually said to this morning, I'm going back to school, you know?
But you're not going to pay that much money for your school like they have, because there are schools. We're going to the school of critical thinking, because this is what this world needs. Everybody has universities that teach them this psychology, sociology, but they have no critical thinking with that whole structure that they get, and they have this big certificate. And when you have to stand in front of people, you know, it's a whole. You could speak to 120,000 of them. They all say the same thing in a different light. Nobody have nothing unique to say about life. No critical thinking. Right?
When I look at all our nephews and nieces, because I have nephews and nieces up in the 60s,
Mm-hmm.
and and my youngest would be about 30.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
No, my youngest is 40.
Okay.
So I have those in the 60s. And what I notice with everybody is how everybody do their own families.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have all branched off. And it's not where, long time everybody would come to auntie. If somebody
Yeah, one
wanted
house.
a shoes or anything, they come to auntie
Mm-hmm.
or my brothers or something, right? But now these very successful nephews and nieces do not come and say, Auntie, would you guys like to come for Christmas dinner?
Yeah, they don't do that.
All of those, when we had a Christmas dinner, it was our sisters with their children and husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the children had their children,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was in either my sister's house, my house, or my brother's house, but now what we notice is that with all the nephews and nieces, it's all me, myself, and I.
Yeah, they do their own thing.
Like you're very lucky if you get a phone call from them
Oh,
to say,
listen.
hi, how are you doing? I
Wow.
mean, like when you have a big family, you think about it. Even
It's no
with the
point.
kids,
It's no
if
point
I
having
don't
a
hear
phone and
from
they're not
my
calling.
son, I don't hear from my son like for 2 days. I would say, what happened? You forget your mother, It's like a little joke. It's like, mommy, do you forget your son, right?
Yeah, well,
You know. But we keep that between us. Every day, I would say hi to my daughter. She leaves the house extremely early. So by when I wake, I would say a good morning to her, and she will say, "Well, you just wake up" or something like that, right? But it's as I
but
always
there's
say,
that communication. That's the communication.
we have to keep the communication. And you know one of the things that I did was always send a hello to my nephews and them. I was not waiting for them
No,
to
you never hear from
be,
them.
because I wouldn't hear from them. So and they always say, Auntie, you're still kicking and you're still going all over. I let them know that I'm going here and I'm going there.
That's
you
right.
know and if I go home, I would go visit my nephews and nieces in Trinidad.
Yep.
But we have to be the one doing it.
Yeah.
They are not reaching out right now
No,
to any of.
they lost their way of the morals. The morals have changed and expanded, and everybody's doing their very own thing. It's like I
But
said to my grand.
I could actually see it
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because when I call my son, right, and I'm talking, his 3 kids are all on their electronic.
of course.
He would say hi to grandma, and they just say, hi,
Wow.
grandma, right? In that
Mm-hmm.
kind of nonchalant manner.
Yeah,
And
because they're busy on
they
the other
go right
end.
back to their device. So, what do you look forward? I don't look forward. When I read Ecclesiastes said, all of that will pass. It's vanity upon vanity. I'm not
It's the
looking for
vanity.
nothing
Well,
for them.
it's the vanities that
You
attract
see,
them.
Christ allowed me to give to them, but he
Mm-hmm.
also told me to make sure that my spirit is right with him.
all the time.
Because when I feed the Spirit of Christ in me,
Mhm.
repeated, I know where I'm going.
Yeah, because you know the funny thing, people are strange with their attitudes. It's a simple thing as like going to school, and you say, "Oh, they're going to school." Say, "Okay, okay, bye." You don't hear a response. God go with you. I say, "Well, God, I've done my part." They come in, they don't say hello. They say hello. I say, "Oh, you're back,"
No, if they
but
don't say hello, I say hello. You know,
yeah. Oh, I
I
do.
don't look for
You
nothing. Me, I
no, because
personally,
I'm not
I
I'm not
cannot look to
expecting.
them for anything.
Nope,
I
I'm
have to
not
look
expecting.
on, no, I look on to where Christ has promised me
That's right.
eternal
You
life.
you just do your duty.
Render unto Caesar what is
What
Caesar.
is Caesar's?
I did what the earth wanted me to do, but
Amen.
I also keep that part with Christ right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because when that book is open, I want to hear, well done, that good and faithful servant.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
so
like how Moses was named. Moses was named Moses because of the water in which he was found, you know? So that's what it was. Because of the water that he was in, and he was found in the water, the Pharaoh's daughter called him Moses, you know? So that's why we always needed Moses to cross the Jordan River.
that was rather funny that Moses was. I never thought of it until you said it right now.
Yeah, that his
I never
name.
thought about it. That he was
You
found
know, we always say,
when
"Oh,
Miriam
I need."
found him.
Yeah,
He was found in the water, and
mhm.
then again, he is the one that crossed them the Red Sea. And
All
I
right.
didn't, I never thought about it, Pastor Daphne. The Spirit
No,
just laid it on
you
me.
don't
I
always think
give you
about
that.
everything. So come on. Today, you mean I got one ahead of you? Nah, it
The
slipped
Spirit,
you
this, but here now, the Spirit quickened me quick. The Spirit just
because
quickened me and said, "Wow, you never
you
thought
know,
about
because
it."
it's in the book.
Because
I was reading it, you know, and the funny when I was thinking of today, and I was reading it, I said, God, what do you have for me in the wood? And that's what he showed me, Moses.
yes, yes,
So I said,
that's so
wow.
true. Yeah, yeah.
I said,
He was
you
found
know,
in the water, and yet still the water parted when he rose up.
yes,
Yes, my dear. Aye.
what an amen.
Wow.
What an amen. It's quite a while. You know, it's funny because I said to my grandson, I said, Nana's not going to be always here, so I'm preparing him. And he he got sad. I said, why? I said, because I need my peace. He said, but I'll give you peace. The sweet little thing. I said to him, I said, from the day you were that little, I held you. And look how big you are now. I can't even hold you like that anymore. So he says, pat me, and I pat him, and he fell asleep. So you see how life is? Life is
Yeah.
life is good. Life is so good. Yeah. So where are you now? Where are you passing?
I'm actually in Markham.
Oh, excuse me. All right.
I'm up. I'm in, but I actually think, like this is Mill Drive, and this bus takes me to the
Uh-huh.
places that we would drive all the time. I was
I
saying
know.
to my,
It's just
I
not
was
you
saying to
haven't
my
you.
brother the other day.
Yeah. You look at her. She's enjoying the
I was
ride
saying to
while
my
we're
brother,
having a chat. Isn't that nice to be having
I
a chat with
am.
some, you know? Uh, but
Going,
this.
it's it's going to places like I would go.
Yes,
Remind me,
yes,
when I had to, long time, we didn't have all this before we have where we could pay the bills online and all of that.
yeah. Then you
Remember,
have to take up and drive. Yes, 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 yes.
remember when I had to go to Consumers Road
Yeah, all the way up
to pay Enbridge?
to pay the Enbridge bill.
Well,
Wow.
guess what?
Y-
That's the road I'm on right now.
Oh, wow. It's not, you see, he lets you pass by the places that you've passed before.
But I know, like even I was just out
Is
in Markham.
is the highway busy?
No, they do the 407.
Okay. Oh, so that's
They
why you're
do
passing.
407. 407. I stopped at Young, and then I went to Markham.
Mm-hmm.
You know where
Okay.
Minister Dolan right there, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we came down to Embridge,
Okay,
St.
nice.
Road. What's my next one? I think the next one would be Scarborough,
Okay.
Centennial College.
Okay, yes, Scarborough.
Yeah.
There you are.
But that's
Mhm.
nice, you
Yeah.
know.
I think
that
it's
I
lovely
can
just
see
getting
all
a
of
take.
this. Usually, I don't get to see these. I don't get to see these places because I don't do the
Yeah.
driving. And my daughter is not like me.
Well,
She's like, just want to go on one straight road.
yep.
When if I'm caught in traffic,
Yes.
I put ways to shame, right?
Oh,
Because
so
I
true.
know how to get around the city.
Yeah.
I don't need ways.
No, because we get
But,
to retake. We know how to
yeah.
take the service roads and the back roads
I
and
know, I do. You know, I know. But
or
it
highway
was
two,
nice having.
highway two all the way to Pickering.
I know, and I told you, like yesterday, I said to you about all this going on the TTC, right?
I know it's very sad. You know, as a grandmother, people, please speak to your grandchildren, your children, grandparents. Speak to your children because this is nonsense. When I was growing up and I was going to school and my children were going to school, we weren't doing this nonsense. This gives you a permanent record. When you're
So
looking for a good job, you can't get a good job. When you're going to school and they look back on your background. Come on.
you
It's
know,
about time you all wake up.
somebody shared with me that she just moved to a new house. So her son went all the way up for the job,
Hmm.
and when they said, "If do you have any record?"
You have to.
He
It
had
follows you. How many times I tell people, don't do
well,
nonsense. Even from heights from junior school, don't get yourself in the principal's office and don't do nonsense with people. It goes with you.
what happened was he didn't get the job because
Of
he
course not.
had a record, but it did not. It's not. It's a different kind of record, right? Anyway,
Yeah, well, you have little incidentals, right? But
he,
they still
this this
document them.
this young man went home and with the anger not getting the job, I'm not laughing at him because this is a young man I pray for all the time.
My God.
He knocked the wall and the wall was concrete.
And the wall came out in his hand. Now tell me, don't you need anger management? This is the problem. They don't realize
And
that
now is in cast.
here that guess what? He give himself his own
Deal with it,
consequence. No, he give himself
you know.
his own consequence. Because he will remember that for the rest of his life. But if
Exactly, stop the anger.
and it's not only that, you know, Minister Burrow. And hold on, there's another thing. A lot of them is on these little devices of theirs, and they're sending all kind of pictures to their friends. They don't realize when they get up there, and they have all the things to get up there, and somebody have their information and their pictures, they will send it in, and they would not even know who it is. So that's why I tell my granddaughter, I said, don't send pictures to nobody. Don't do no funny, foolish pictures and send to anybody. If it's not a picture of you, a normal picture of you, don't get involved in these little things because it comes to bite you in the back, the tail end. All right. I am warning everybody out there. Pass it along. Yeah. You will not be able to get fingerprint, you know.
Grandkids are doing everything in snapshot.
Yeah, this is too much of snap, 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 because and that is what they want. So that when they put and this,
all those
you know how it
pictures and
follows you,
sending
Merle,
correcting that.
with this new system that we have. It has everything on it. These tapes are real. These are reels. It could bring up everything. Like this morning on the bus, guess what? On the school bus, the bus driver who was about to lose his job.
Did you just see what happened when we go to places like, actually, they said, when you go to Home Depot, do you want a receipt? And we said,
Say that again. Do you want to receive what?
no, send it in our email.
Oh yeah, they
Right?
can email your bill.
Because you see what a paperless receipt. Do you see what Home Depot did with everybody information?
Yeah, they can sell it. They put it in the system. But you, I think you were supposed to get. You can have an option. You know, like your telephone bill, your cell phone bill. You know, it could come. Like I can get a notification on my phone to tell me exactly what's going on with anything that I have. You know, but these are the things. So this is why there's so much of hacking and jacking. And they're not going to expose anybody now. They're going to keep it for a while to see how long they're going to go on. So if it's 3 years, 4 years, and they will hang on to it.
But you see, this is where the seniors, where we need to be
vigilant,
very vigilant.
In terms of our board meetings and stuff like that, and make sure that we let them know that these are certain things that should not be exposed. But then again, they have a mechanism that captures certain things, and unless you ask them, unless you say to them, well, do you have something to give me my alert on it, then say no. Say no. Because unless they could give you an alert that someone's using your card at for so much and so much, say no. Because these are mechanisms for seniors that they're putting in place, and they can be, they can implement them for you. So your seniors, when you go to your bank and you go in your shop, tell them what you don't want. Tell them you don't want your information. If your information is going to be sold, you don't want it. If your information is going to be hacked, I don't want it, because right now my laptop has been hacked so badly. It's been hacked and hijacked at the same time. But even the telephone poles, they'll have to manage soon.
Wow.
Yep. So everything has to be managed. There's this morning, one of the, when I was on the bus waiting with Sai, one of the chairs called me. She said, "What are you doing? How are things going with you? We need an update on you." I said, "Okay, when I sit down, we'll have an update." So everybody's keeping tabs on seniors. The EAPO, which is the Seniors Bureau for Abuse and stuff, is very busy. They've got chapters everywhere now. In every yeah. What did you say?
Are you frozen?
No, I'm not.
You are. Yeah, you're back to normal now.
Oh, I was frozen. I guess somebody wants a photo of me. I hope it was the best shot. I forgot to put my hands by the side, or make sure I'm pretty and cute. So it's really sunny outside, eh? I was just looking, when I was out this morning it was sunny, but now I've seen the sun. It's just coming up on me. If you notice, I've got extra light from the window. Yeah. So Well, it's nice. We need that vitamin C, you know. It'll bounce back. I put my plant
I
by the
don't have
window.
to buy you a sun lamp. No.
No, I
Don't.
don't need a sun lamp. God has given me my own sun lamp. Yes. Touche to me.
Yeah.
Chosen. When he chooses you, he chooses you. Ah, Lord. Yes, so this is how we're going. So, you know, seniors, you out there, this is your time to shine and say, hey, let's go to let's walk in the mall if you feel like it. Let's, you know.
I
And don't
just
forget, seniors, you can get your trans help. You can get your bus passes and stuff like that and go do your thing. Do your thing. You know, use your time, manage your time to suit yourself. Enjoy it. Do what you want to do. Don't just do what everybody else wants. Do what you want to do. Put limits to the things that you do.
my daughter
And most
said
peace is what you
that
need.
when I come back from Carnival, you could go to Florida. I was like, Lord, this child is still manipulating my times. I'm supposed to have been in Florida for the longest while, and
Oh
I'm
yeah.
still in Florida. And now
Oh,
she's going.
you
She's
see, you're not
going.
like me who's going to ask you. So, what do you
She
have in
is
mind?
going off
What's
the
the
trip.
agenda? Agendas.
Yeah, she has my agenda.
She has
She's
an
going to
agenda
Trinidad, and I need to go to. I'll go to Florida when she come back
because
from
she
Trinidad.
has an agenda here. She has another agenda. They don't realize that we're smart. We just pretend to be quiet and calm and collective. We're reading your mind. You know, it's like reading your mind. The good Lord to say, what's all these years of experience? If as a mother or your grandma you can't figure it out, then something is wrong with you. You listen, you just hear what they have to say, and you realize, hey, so this is it. Eh? This is why we should be the critical thinkers for countries and the strategists. Yeah. So that's the way it is. I hope Minister Nataki is okay. How are you, my dear? So long I haven't seen your face. But hopefully one of these days you can jump in. We can hear your voice. Yes. And Brother John. So, you know, for those of you who don't know about Gem FM and those of you who are on Gem FM, please spread the word that we have a very good platforms that you can come on, discussions of politics in different countries, discussions of local things that are happening, discussions for the different platforms that Gem FM has, from church to biblical evenings, you know, your Wednesday services, and we talk about marriage and what's happening in marriages, you know. I don't want to say, and it's all on a Christian base, because you know it's according to the word of God, because I know mankind hasn't written anything about it, because if they do, whatever they write is not of God. So end of story with that one. You know. Yes. So it's 11:15, and I hope all is well. Remember Addison in Ghana, you know, Jibola also is in Ghana. He does IT travels, and
Are you supposed
all
to
our
get
family.
past that?
Huh? I skipped. Yeah. And those in the Caribbean, all our family and friends, and those who, you know, all around the world, those who are in Ontario. And don't forget seniors. Remember their seniors days. If you don't know about them, please check with what do we check for? Check your papers. You know, look, sometimes your flyers come in and it tells you that Shoppers has a seniors day. And you were just saying who had a seniors day, Minister Merrill? Who else have a seniors day? I think your
Why know
internet.
every
Who?
When I was in Florida, I knew every senior's day when to go
Yeah,
shopping.
we have to. I'm going to look at the seniors, the days and who's doing what with seniors, and also don't forget to use your community centers, organizations, and your so there's a lot of organizations that have a lot of stuff for seniors to get exercise, keep your blood pressure down, keep the body looking okay, you know what I mean. You have that option. to exercise. Drink your
Okay.
warm water in the morning.
In Canada doesn't have a lot for us.
No, I know. So that's why we have to get some stuff implemented. There's money out there. You know, the government has programs, but it's people to run them, and we're not paying attention. Oh, where are you? I just saw some pretty things out of your window, wherever the bus drove just now. But anyhow.
At Scarborough Town Center now.
Oh, I was looking at the
I was up in Vaughan.
You know what? I
Then I went
haven't
to
been
the
there for years.
I
I have
know.
not, because I work right there. When I work at Bell, it's right behind.
Yeah, I know.
I used to work at that one when I came back from Montreal. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
I
And they
was saying
always
what
had,
an awesome God we have, you know.
yes,
Because I said I didn't want to go on the subway because of all the incidents.
yeah. Well, if you already hear from trouble, you stay away from it. What does the Bible say? Stay away.
Right?
Stay away from them.
And I pondered it in my I
Mhm.
already voiced it here, but I voiced it outside to the go train, the
But
customer service.
prayer warriors, we
Yeah,
gotta pray
we did
for.
one direct bus.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm on one direct bus pass that afternoon.
Really? Oh, that's nice. So you don't have to change.
I
Nice.
don't have to. She said this is going on over 2 years, and I did not know about it.
Oh, so it goes at a different time.
It's just during the daytime.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when you get on that bus, is it once per day or different times per day?
Oh no, different times because it catered to the various universities.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And that's a good bus to go on. Wow.
A lot
Yeah.
of college students are on it. Yeah.
So are you going shopping today when you get to Pickering?
No.
No.
I'm going to
Okay.
my bank.
Okay. Mhm.
My
All right.
sisters. I'm going to my bank first. Then to
Okay,
my
good.
sisters.
Very good. Yeah. See about yourself. We got to see about ourselves, because nobody else is going to do it for you.
Well, I still have sisters who still help out and help me.
Yes, I know, but at the same time, you want to do your own thing. You want to have your own freedom.
Yeah, I don't
And
like
your
to
own, and in order to get your own freedom and your peace, there's certain things you just gotta do. You go in the bank and you smile with all of them because they see you and they see your seniors and say, "Come, you can come here. There's a seat if you want to sit down too." So, take the perks as you get them, give God thanks that He's opened those little perks and doors for us. Yeah.
You will not believe that I have not passed on Progress Avenue from my Lord in the 90s.
Are you on
I
Progress
just passed.
Avenue? How would it do? Oh, yes. Ouch.
Because remember, I told
Wow.
you they're going to Centennial College, right?
Nice.
From
Hey,
Scarborough, they
nice.
came down on Progress. What a drive today, Pastor Daphne. It's a drive with a lot of memories today.
You know what? You on a joyride today.
Yeah. These are places that I would drive. You understand?
Yes, I know. Because we want to see the places. I'm like that. Joyride. It would be nice to go in the spring to drive down to New York.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yes.
But, we have to drive it. But I want to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to drive now past the Daphne.
No, the weather is not of the best,
No. I'm telling you that my children, both of them will not drive from here to Montreal.
Yeah, they'll take a flight.
They would take, because they said, oh, it's only $50. We just go down to the airport to down, Harbourfront.
Yeah. Okay.
And the flight is like $90 return. Why are we going to drive for 5 hours? Stuff like that. When you and I would drive, our
because
kids.
we want to see everything out there.
So they would sightsee. We would drive.
Yeah.
I said, oh, I wouldn't drive to Nova Scotia, but they were in my car for 23 hours when we went to Scotia, you
Yeah.
know? But they said, they wouldn't do that for the kids. They take
Jump on the
flights.
flights.
They
3
jump on
hours.
the flight. So the kids don't get to see all the roads and everything.
Guess what?
Like,
You know, Minister Merle, they're living in the times, in the cloud. In the cloud, you know, in the cloud, on the device, they up in the cloud.
everything is fast.
Yes, everything is in the cloud.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though. It's exciting for them. Let them enjoy it. It's their time to enjoy. There's their time to shine. And my time to enjoy my peace, my quiet, enjoy it, you know. So that's all right. We can still take a joyride and enjoy a joyride while they flip and fly. Oh my, the sky is beautiful. There were lots of clouds. I can see it from here. You know. Yeah, I looked at it this morning when I was outside. Beautiful.
Wow.
So all the students are getting off. As a matter of fact, as you say that, I remember where did I go? And I took the go bus. And this young guy, while we were waiting for the go bus, he said to me, "What do you have the time?" And I said, he said, "Oh, I'm going to school." I said, "Oh, you late?" Well, I said to him, I said, "How far you gotta go?" He said, "I'm going to almost Pickering." He's going to pick Ajax because there is a training school, you know, for like mechanical training. It's all the way in Pickering. So he was leaving Mississauga and having to take the go bus. And if he missed one, he said he has to wait another half hour. So I said, I pray that you didn't miss the bus, because when it comes to school, you don't want to miss your time in school. You know, school is important. I was brought up to know that school is of maximum importance. So that's the way it goes. So seniors, today is Seniors Day on Community Dateline. And we talk about ourselves, you know, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. And all of it boils down to one thing: seniors' time, seniors' space, seniors' peace, seniors' grace. Respect your elders, respect your moms. Respect is the number one word in this life. And when we learn to respect people, we know what love is really all about. Because love is respecting, love is giving, love is caring, love is kind. Okay, and those are some of the virtues that we need to remember and to exercise them. And if you don't know about them, there's enough things on Google to find out what love is all about, and what respect is all about, and what kindness is all about, what charity is all about, what compassion and humility is all about. When you care, you do the things that are right. So, Minister Merle, you have your word now. What do you think? What's your piece on that?
It just boils down, you know, if our children or anybody.
Yeah, it's our children. We're talking about our children. We're not leaving them out and talking about other people's children. But
you know, I
your voice is trailing.
And I used to go and sit at the old people's feet and learn.
Yes, and that's, you know, that is how all the great thinkers and the great presidents of the world learn from their sitting at their old. My grandfather is a great example. My grandmother, my mother is a great example. She was, and you know what?
That, and then after my mother passed,
Mm-hmm.
I met an old woman in church.
Yeah.
excuse me, and I call her auntie.
Yep.
And I learned so much from her.
Of course,
I
we
al-
learn from them. We're not
always
too
said,
old to learn, you know.
you
We're not
know,
too big to learn.
yes, but oh, I'm having a
Yes.
sneeze attack.
Yeah. Well, blessings,
But
healing.
but it's good. Just one word to encourage them.
Yeah, to encourage.
Learn
It's,
from the old
it's
people.
not just encourage you, empower them with it, you know, so that it will
They
be part
learn.
of their growing together and gaining what is rightfully theirs in you know, in this world. You know, you have to have certain attributes to get the things that you really want, you know.
Exactly, because I found that speaking to older people,
Wisdom.
I gained so much wisdom,
Yep.
so much knowledge, you know,
Yep.
and I got a lot of first-hand experience from them.
That's right. But you know, some you see nowadays they want wisdom, but they don't want want to be spoken to about it to make the change. So that's where the whole thing is. And you know, I observe a lot of things, but we'll talk about that at another time. Our children needs to pay attention to what's happening to them. You know, they have to. A lot of them has missed out in a lot of things,
It's
and they need to know how not to miss out.
11:28. I'm going to
Hmm?
say bye because I'm going to be getting off.
Yes, and we are saying bye because it's
See how
11:20.
quick I
It's
reached out.
11. It's
See how quick I
11:29.
reached out.
Well, thank you so much for your company. I enjoyed it, and I get to get a little bits and pieces, and you gave me all the places you passed that I've passed, and so I haven't driven in so many years, so many decades. So this was sweet.
Okay.
So have a safe. So you're getting off now to another, but your Pickering bus?
No, I take an Uber.
Oh, you take an Uber. Okay. Well, enjoy the rest of your journey. Call me later on when you
All
get
right.
it, settle
Okay.
down. Thanks for your time. So, committee dateline. Bye bye. Because we are going now, and Minister Merle is leaving us. Yeah, she is. So we spent the time with her on her truck this morning, heading out to Pickering. So she's getting out, getting off the bus that's taking her. She's seen so many different cities along the way, from the west to the east. She's in right now. And as we leave, as I leave, I say on behalf of her, myself, and Minister Nataki as well, and to Gem FM and the family, Kelly's family. Thank you so much. We blessed you all today, and see you next time.